Zej, welcome to more of Do Not Take This Cat Home. So, let's see. Let's not check that out already. We could. You know what? Let's check out this. The man. I'll confront the stranger. You hate confrontation. You can already feel your palms starting to sweat at the idea of it. Your throat's closing up and your body's starting to shake. You've always been more of a flighter than a fighter. But you paid for this ticket. You've wanted to watch this movie for ages, and now this total stranger has ruined the entire experience for you. You're all alone in this theater. There's no one who will help you if something goes wrong. But you're angry enough that you ignore the signs of your body begging you to put as much distance as you can between yourself and this stranger. Great, that sounds like an amazing and comforting information. You stand up, even standing in higher up on the incline, the stranger is still at least a head taller than you. Jesus. Why am I closing my eyes? Oh, the movie continues to play in the background, but you feel as if a hush immediately falls heavily over the theater at your movement. As if you can sense the stranger anticipating what you plan to do next. You square your shoulders and force a little bass into your voice. Hey! The effort makes your words come out more harshly than you intended, like a sudden and vicious bark. But you figured they deserve it anyway. You're being a real jerk, you know that? Just what are you playing at, huh? Are you trying to piss me off? I'm scared. The silence that follows your words is deafening. So much so that you glance at the screen only to find that the movie has paused. Your attention is ripped back to the stranger in front of you as they shift slightly, like a small animal trying desperately to anticipate the moves of a predator. You don't move an inch. You don't look away. You don't dare to blink. Instead, your eyes widen as the person's head turns, then turns some more, then turns more, beyond what should be possible, neck bones cracking, to face you directly. Oh no. You can't move. Wide, glowing eyes resting above a wider, grinning mouth gaze down at you. The stranger opens their mouth, and what comes out is something impossible to comprehend. This is this is even worse than the other cinema. Okay, stop. Please. Thank you. The voice is endlessly deep and creaks like a weighty door, foreboding and oddly melodic. Alluring. But it also snaps you out of your terrified trance, and before you know it, you're already out the door. Okay. You run through the halls of the empty theater, heading for the exit. You feel someone watching you from behind, but you're too afraid to look. The exit now in sight, you sprint forward and burst through the doors. You look around frantically and spot the crowded cinema across the street. People, that's what you need, safety in numbers and all that. Without thinking, you rush into the street when a sinking sensation crawls down your spine, compelling you to look behind you. Don't look behind you. Don't look behind you. Don't look behind you. Don't look behind you. Well, I looked behind me and I'm chilling, so... And I've already gone to the cinema, so... Oh, I don't know if I want to see this, man. Is this going to be a jump scare? Despite your resistance, you feel your head turning to look back of its own accord, while in the middle of the street. You catch a glimpse of a grotesque-looking person standing behind the glass doors of the old theater, watching you intensely, cradling something in their arms, something familiar. But, oh, Jesus Christ! Holy, what the hell? A glimpse is all you get, as a truck speeds forward and crashes into your body. Oh, I was in the middle of the road. That scared me, man. What the hell? That looked like a robot, not a truck. But sure. Just let me die. Okay, you're killed on impact. Your body splattered across the road and crushed further under the heavy tires. Poor screening arrangements. Huh, how nice. We're starting off greatly. Okay, we've confronted a stranger. What else can we do to the stranger? Move to another spot, sure. You don't want to risk escalating the situation further. This whole thing is already making you uneasy. Why would they choose to sit right in front of you? Surely they know you wouldn't be able to see past them. Shaking your head with a passive-aggressive scoff in the stranger's direction, you reluctantly pick another, less perfect seat in the theater. But as you settle down, you see the strange person get up, only to once again sit down in the seat directly in front of you. You look around somewhat helplessly, as if waiting for someone to silently agree with you about how odd all of this is, or to at least inform you that it's an elaborate prank. But there's no one else here with you. That's how you've always liked it, but you can't help but think that maybe it would be nice to have someone else here if it meant not being alone with this weird jerk. Okay, we know what happens if we confront the stranger, so let's just leave. This is too weird. Yeah. We've gone to the cinema. I don't remember if we had a choice. Oh, we could leave or stay. We stayed. Let's just do something else. Let's go to the carnival. You spend the day at the carnival. Ferris wheel, roller coaster, pharaoh boat. Rides you've been on before. Hoops, coin toss, balloon darts. Games you've played before. Funnel cake, popcorn, cotton candy. Food you've eaten before. All things you've enjoyed before. You're surrounded by groups of people all having fun together. Laughing, playing, eating, taking pictures, making memories. And then there's you. The sun hasn't started to set yet, still high in the sky, but it will soon. You start to wonder if maybe you should just go home for the day. When you stop in your tracks, you see something new. An attraction you've never seen before. A maze of funhouse mirrors? Oh god. It sounds kind of lame, honestly. There isn't even a line to get in. But then, what else is there to do? I'll enter the maze, although it seems scary. You enter the maze. A few rooms in, and you notice that the mirrors aren't all weird. Some just show you looking back at yourself. A little bored, a lot tired, and so very what? It's getting scary. I don't like when scary games get scary, you know? Maybe this was a mistake. Why did you think going into a maze of mirrors was a good idea, even if it was something new to experience? I can't do this today. Can I not look at myself? You turn around to head back the way you came. Oh god. Only to bump into a mirror. Dumbass. Ow! What the? Where's the exit? You try again, only to find another mirror blocking your way. By the time you've turned all around, you've realized that the way you came in is completely gone. What? Okay, don't panic. I just have to keep going forward, right? You step through the only opening you can find and nearly trip over something on the ground. You bend down and pick it up. What's this doing here? Is it the knife? In your hand rests a worn-looking flashlight. Okay. Curious, you flick it on. Click. Huh. The light doesn't look very... Oh, God. Crap! The lights! Did the power go out, or did the attraction operator forget you were in here? How long have you been in here, actually? You pull out your phone to check the time, or maybe call the police. Okay. Your phone is dead. Okay, that's great. You grip the flashlight in your hand. The light it emitted earlier was dim enough for you to know there's probably not that much juice left. Best to reserve it for a worst-case scenario and feel your way out. Yeah, you can do this. You take a calming breath. Well, forward we go. Hello, daring adventurer. Oh, sorry, I right-clicked. Who said that? Welcome to the Mirror Maze. Would you like to know how to navigate the maze? Save. Nice music. No, but I have some questions. You know what? Yeah. What would you like to know? Can you turn off the flash, please? What flash? This game is way too easy. Reset settings. Can you tell me about the maze again? As you wish. Once again, welcome to the Mirror Maze. You're in a bit of a jam, but don't worry. You're in good hands. Or rather, good paws. Oh. See these little cuties here? They'll be doing their best to guide you through the maze. Aren't they generous? When you enter a room, the emergency light will flash, letting you see the paths before you for a second, and also what lies beyond them. Whenever you see these kind kitties, just go where they are and you'll reach the next room. Unfortunately, they're not the only things in here. It is highly suggested that you refrain from following any of our other guests. They can be sneaky or distracting, but they're always hostile. so please take caution when advancing to the next room. Thanks. Of course, this wouldn't be much of a mirror maze without mirrors. Can they hurt you? No, they're just mirrors, silly. They don't do anything at all, and you can't do anything to them either. They're just an obstacle you can't pass through. Go left, go center, or go right. The choice is yours, though if you find a room with no helpful kitties in sight, and all the paths lead to a mirror or something else, it's recommended that you stay put. Just maybe it will work itself out. Now for your navigation tools. That flashlight you found doesn't have much juice left. It'll only let you get a quick extra peek at your surroundings about 5 times, so try not to use it all up at once. Woohoo! Oh, you can keep track of your progress through the rooms up to the left, and your lives up to the right. You've got 3 lives, so be careful to avoid these less friendly guests lurking around. Why only 3 lives, you ask? Because you're soft and squishy. It wouldn't take much to damage you beyond repair. And besides, you're human. And humans usually only have the 1 life, yes? And yet here you get 3! Thanks, Mirror Man. Don't you think you ought to show a little more gratitude? I thought it was gratefulness. I'm sorry again, my bad. Ruining the immersion. And that's the end of your tutorial. Hopefully it was helpful. Are you ready to play? Can you let me go? Your request to forfeit is denied. Forfeit. Let me get out of here. Screaming is not allowed in the maze. What would you like to know? Can you turn off the flash, please? That might be good, but I don't... Well, let's see how bad it is, I guess, first. Psh, this game's way too easy. So these are settings. I guess all of these are settings. Okay, I'm ready to play. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Go. Right. Okay, next room. Right. Okay, next room. Left. Stay. This room feels off. Just wait. I think something just changed. Left. Okay, next room. Left. Stay. I wonder if something can happen if I just... Oh, God. Okay, yeah, the flashing isn't great, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. This is easier than I thought, though. I thought it would be harder, for sure. Center. Center. Stay. You know what? Maybe turning the flash off would be a good idea, but... Left. Center. Right. Center. Left. Center. Center. And left. And left. And finally, stay. I wonder what happens if you just go somewhere. Oh, God. You see it! The exit! You run forward, but as you do... Oh my God, I'm so sorry. The scenery shifts. Just slightly at first. Oh God, but you're running too fast to stop yourself from colliding into the glass. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Except, you don't quite go into the glass. You don't exactly collide with it either. You simply pass through it. And on the other side, you see an endless white void and... Oh God. Who are you guys? Oh, yourself? Dozens of you. Hundreds of you wandering around. Aimless. Faceless. And empty. So empty and listless, they don't even acknowledge your presence. You try to turn back, but the glass doesn't give. Past the glass... A familiar black cat walks up and looks at you. You think it meows at you. You can't make out the sound. It tilts its head. Then walks away. The glass goes dark. Well, this is my destiny then. Then you watch helplessly as it disappears completely. I guess this is what I'm doing for the rest of my life. There was no winning from that maze, huh? Well, you're trapped. With only yourself as company. You beat the maze! Woohoo! Well, let's not beat the maze now. No, I don't even know you. Okay, okay. No need to get snippy. Let's begin then. Oh. Okay, let's go center. Ow, not that way. Let's go left. Ow, not that way. Let's go center. Ow, not that way. Okay, so just dying is an ending. Maybe? Suddenly, the lights turn on. Your eyes burn from the sudden brightness. As your vision adjusts, you see that you're completely surrounded by mirrors. The reflections, all grotesque in unique ways, look nothing like you. Oh god, that right one is creepy, but they do look hungry. You back up. You don't know where to go. Was there even a way out to begin with? You bump back into a mirror and feel a hand firmly grip your shoulder. Chomp. Ah! There's a sharp pain in your other shoulder. They're eating me alive. You rip away, looking back to see some thing leaning out of the mirror. Its face has no features, save for a large gaping mouth, stained in your blood. Looking around in a panic, you think that the mirrors feel closer than before. The path you'd come in from is long gone. You're surrounded, and every time you blink, you could swear the mirrors were getting closer, and closer, and closer. Your horrifying reflections looking hungrier and hungrier and You failed the maze. Aw. Okay. We got both the maze successful ending, which sucked, and we got the maze not successful ending, which sucked. So that's annoying. Not annoying. I don't mean annoying. I mean like sad. Let's pick up the puppy. Drop it. Ah! Terrified, you drop the puppy to the ground, practically throwing it from you. You immediately feel horrible, wincing in guilt at the tiny yelp it releases upon hitting the ground. The owner shoves you aside with a cutting glare and storms away with their puppy. I'm sorry, you call out, but they don't turn back or respond. Not that you expected them to. You deserved it. You're not feeling so great about being at the park at the moment. Maybe you should leave? So what if we stay? You stay at the park. You try to calm down by watching all the dogs from afar as you walk along the path. But every so often, one will run up to you. And when they do, they look wrong. Their owners don't seem to notice. You find a bench and sit down for a quick break, closing your eyes. Maybe this wasn't the best idea after all. Maybe... Hello. You should have stayed with me instead. Oh. Okay. What? You're broken out of your thoughts when something lands gently on your lap. You look down and see a frisbee on your thighs. Oh god. Hey, sorry about that. Can you throw that back? You look up to see an owner waving at you in the distance. But more importantly, the dog's right after me. Yeah. Stop. Dog. A series of excited barks jerks your gaze forward and you see a large dog sprinting towards you. You don't seem so wrong. You know what? That seems way worse, yeah. Yeah, I don't like that. A series of excited barks jerk your gaze and you see a large dog sprinting towards you. Hey, hurry and throw it back! Oh, throw. You throw the frisbee and the dog runs in the opposite direction, jumping and catching it right out of the air. Okay. Impressive. The dog and the owner walk up to you. Thanks for that. You can pet him if you want. Haha, the dog looks up to you, eager for its reward of pets and pats for catching the frisbee. Should I? I'm petting the dog. Really? Are you sure? I'm warning you. Do not touch that mutt, or you will regret it. Oh god. I'll pet the dog. Please no. You reach out your hand. Does it eat my hand? You pet the dog. I think it's just a cat. The dog seems pleased. It's just a cat manipulating me, right? You don't feel well. Suddenly, the sky begins to darken rapidly. You look up along with all the pet owners to see that the sun has been eclipsed by the moon in the blink of an eye. You vaguely remember that you should never look directly at an eclipse. but for some reason, you don't look away. A loud, piercing yowl fills the air, shaking the ground beneath you. You instinctively move to lift your hands in order to shield your ears, but the hand that had been cautiously pressed upon the dog's head comes away with some resistance. Resistance like sticky slime almost cementing your hand to the dog's head. The slime stretches with your movement. The dog's head stretches with it too, as the canine begins to just melt. It melts and melts until it becomes a pile of goo at your feet. You dazedly look around for the dog's owner, only to find an empty pile of familiar clothes where they once stood. You see similar piles of clothes next to piles of goo scattered all across the park's open field. All the dogs, all their owners. Melted goo of the dog in front of you, then starts to move with a shudder. What? It slithers across the grass toward the field in the center of the park, all the other piles of goo following after it. What the hell? They mix and meld together into a single entity that shifts and then undulates and bulges and grows. You watch in dazed horror as it then fills out and shapes itself. Oh man, really? Into a behemoth of a dog, snarling and frothing at the mouth, red eyes frantic and searching. Frantic and searching, before the glowing orbs land directly on you. Hi, doggy. The rumbling growl it emits is so low and deep, you can feel the sound of it crash into you. Apparently, I have no other choice. I left the park. No. You had your chance. Better start running. Oh, how nice. You try to run, but you're not fast enough. The behemoth barely takes a few leaps before it's already towering over you. Ouch. That sucks. Sorry for the noise. Ouch. Ouch. It tears you apart until there's nothing left. Jesus, it didn't even eat me. Eat me? Eat me. Dog person. Haha, how nice. Okay, 3 endings so far, right? The stranger, we got hit by a truck, the dog, and something else that I'm forgetting. Okay. What else can we do? What if we throw the dog? What if we just don't do anything? Ah! Terrified you dropped the puppy to the ground, practically throwing. Oh, okay. I thought if I didn't do anything, it would be the same thing. It would be a different thing, I mean. I'll leave the park. Yes, good. Yeah. I think I'll go to the carnival, actually. So we've seen all of this. I'll do something else. There's got to be a better way to spend your day off than wandering around staring at weird mirrors. Yeah, exactly. Now what? Oh. So we've gone to the movies. Let's try to leave if we go to the new cinema. So, go to the new cinema, skip. Try to leave the theater. This is too weird. I need to get out of here. Gathering your courage, or perhaps putting your fear to use, you stand up, fully intending to leave the theater. When everything comes to an abrupt stop. Yeah, so let me maybe give you some context, since we're doing a little bit of everything, huh? We wanted to watch, well, we didn't pick up the cat. We searched for something else to do. We thought about going to the cinema. We could go to an old cinema or a new cinema. We went to a new one. And there was tons of people. We got into the movie theater itself where the movie plays, and instead of a movie playing, there was a cat on the screen, and everyone started chanting like "nya" something like that. And now they were looking at us because we weren't chanting. We were the only ones that weren't chanting. So instead of chanting along, we tried to leave. All of the chanting stops, even the cat's chanting on the screen. Oh god. You tense and risk a glance around the theater. They're all staring at you. Every single one of them. They're not moving. They're not even blinking. You swallow, throat suddenly dry, even though a nervous sweat completely soaks through your clothes. You highly doubt that sitting back down will fix the situation. Your legs are shaking under the audience's unnaturally intense scrutiny. But you force yourself to step forward and forward and forward until you finally reach the end of the aisle. You feel their collective gaze even worse on the staircase. All their heads have turned uncomfortably to the left to look directly at you. The screen illuminates their faces, making clear their blank scowls. They seem even more upset than they had been minutes ago, identical frown lines digging between their brows. You keep going, the heavy atmosphere becoming more and more oppressive with every step. You're so tense with anticipation that you fully expect someone to grab at you from behind. But no one does. You don't hear any of them even get up. You exit the theater, holding your breath as the doors close behind you. You briskly walk through the halls, putting as much distance as possible between you and that theater full of people. Finally reaching the lobby, you just barely manage to catch yourself from falling to the floor as you gulp in huge gasps of air. You expect to feel relief as your breathing calms, but you feel a lingering sense of dread that only spikes once you finally notice it, as well as its source. You look up, and your stomach sinks. Is everyone here the same as well? Did I just die? Oh no, that's creepy. Oh no, that's creepy. What the hell? That's creepy. All the people in the lobby area of the movie theater. Everyone in line at the concession stand. All of them are staring at you. And they look even angrier than the people in the theater. You don't hesitate this time. You duck your head, avoiding eye contact, and leave the cinema. Oh god. You ignore the glares of everyone in the ticket booths and the lines leading to them. You make your way home. Whenever you dare to look up at someone on the way, you flinch at the blatant anger, fury, and disgust on their face. You think you start to hear the faint sound of a cat's meowing behind you, or maybe a kitten's. Doesn't matter, you just want to go home. You reach your front door and fumble with the keys, cowering from the look of pure hatred on your neighbor's face as he stares at you from his door. Maybe staying at the theater would have been better. Ugh. Finally, you get inside your apartment, lock all the locks on the door, and slide down with your back against it till you're sitting on the floor. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. You allow yourself a moment to breathe. Now home, your heart beats calm. Your heartbeat calms and your fear slowly bleeds from you, leaving you feeling strangely empty. You pass the kitchen, head to your room, and slip under the covers of your bed, trying to fall asleep. Maybe it's all just a bad dream. As you fall into a fitful sleep, sure to be full of nightmares of glaring eyes, you try to ignore the ever-increasing sounds of cats meowing and yowling in the distance outside your apartment. Am I gonna wake up to a lot of eyes? I don't want that. Oh, black sheep. Huh. Interesting ending. So far, all of them were not vague, I guess. You either die, or we got left in the void in the maze one. In this one, we go to sleep and we just don't know what happens next. I guess we die. The cat comes and kills us afterwards. But that's a surprisingly good ending, really. Actually. One more ending. Let's see. So, we have done both of these, if I'm not wrong. Can I delete stuff? Doesn't seem like it. I guess I can override. I don't remember what this is at this point. Oh. No, we've done both of these, right? We've tried to... We finished the maze, and we also didn't finish the maze. So, yeah, no, never mind. Quick load. Wait. Hold on. History, maybe? No. Let's go back to the main menu. Yeah. Or that, actually. We've done everything we could to the dog. I think we've done everything we could if we didn't talk to the cat. So... Oh, no, I don't want to override. Let's go to the main menu. Yeah. Let's go here. Take the cat home. Hold on. What's the other one? Hold on. Jesus.
This is the... Okay. On second thought, yeah, that's what it does. Okay, let's take the cat home. Aw, meow. Well, why not? Right? Sure. He doesn't seem like a creepy cat at all. You barely reach out your arms before the cat eagerly leaps into them and climbs up onto your shoulders. It butts its head into your temple, nuzzling against it. Okay, it do be purring. You can't help but smile at the cat's enthusiasm. Let's get you out of here, yeah? Okay. On the way home, you briefly consider getting cat food. That would be a waste of time. True, that's true. You don't like food. You shrug at the odd feeling and move on. So we don't get? Okay. You live in a modest apartment. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, you living alone in it. So it feels weird having another living being inside it after so long, even if it is just a cat. After locking the front door and placing the cat on the floor, you wait for it to walk away and explore the new environment. But it simply sits and looks up at you expectantly. Yeah, it already has seen this environment, I guess. Let's save. I don't think there's anything else to do with the dogs, to be honest, so yeah. Do something alone, do something with the cat. Maybe if we play with it and stuff, he won't kill us? You know what I mean? Like what? Let's clean him. Upon giving it a second look, you realize that Jesus Christ, you realize that the cat isn't exactly clean. Not surprising, since up until you brought it home, it's been sitting in a dirty old box in an alley full of scattered garbage for who knows how long. You've heard that cats can keep themselves clean, but maybe this is one of those times that a little human help couldn't hurt. Actually, you shouldn't. Well, it depends on how you clean the cat, I guess. You shouldn't put it on a bath, I don't think. You head into the bathroom and set things up, trying to remember how to wash a cat. Yeah, you're definitely no expert, but you think the best way to get a cat clean would be carefully. You think careful is the way to go. Cats aren't always fond of water, so you doubt it'll be a fan of an excessive amount of it. So you pick up the cat and place it gently in the sink before turning on the water. Okay, the cat is startled, but ultimately doesn't try to run away. Nice. Okay, there you go, buddy. You lather your hands with some soap and carefully give the cat a thorough half-scrub, half-massage. After a few minutes, you rinse the cat completely and gather it up in a blanket, drying it. Then you take a brush and carefully run it through the cat's fur. Okay, you like that? The cat seems like it's in heaven as you brush it. Some hairs are sticking to you, but you don't mind. What? In fact, quite a lot of fur is sticking on you. You try to brush it away, but it won't come off. Guess you're up next for a bath yourself. Is he turning me into a cat? You try to ignore the fur and finish with the cat quickly, but more hair keeps sticking to you. Your hands, your arms. Before you realize it, they're covered in fur that won't come off. It's thick enough that you try to just yank it off, but... Ow! What? Pain lances through the spot you tugged at. Upon closer inspection, you see that the hair is growing. Growing out of you. Oh, You can actually feel it now. Fur growing out of your back, your neck, your face, your eyes, your tongue. Oh god, it's even growing inside your throat. Oh god. I'm a human cat. As you collapse and start to choke on the thickening fur in your esophagus, the cat leans up to lap at the fur growing on your forehead, grooming your hair as thoroughly as you did it for it earlier. You think it'd be sweet if you weren't currently losing air. Still, feels nice, at least, to be looked after and cared for in some way, even if it's just for a little while longer. The cat's careful grooming is the last thing you feel before you're no longer able to breathe. Self-care buddies. Huh, interesting. Okay, we're gonna leave it here. Do you think the cat is, like, evil and he knows it? Or is it, like, accidentally evil? I'm not sure, but some endings make it seem like it's accidental, like this, for example. It feels like the cat just doesn't know what it's doing, but at the same time, maybe it's just mocking you, I guess. He does, with the the big, very tall stranger. He's there and he's chilling. I don't know. I guess it is evil, like, and he knows it. So I wonder how to get a good ending. You can't ignore the cat because something bad will happen. I thought about taking care of the cat, but I guess we gotta try another way because that didn't work. I don't know. I guess we'll see eventually, hopefully. Anyway, thank you for clicking. Thank you for watching. And hopefully, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.